Strategy and Snark presents Dungeons & Dragons Online. And welcome back. Today we're looking at the Disciples of Rage content pack. This is specifically the epic version, so if you're looking for more specific how to do the quests, go look at the heroic version that's already in the playlist. Today we're kind of just going to crash through and see if there's any differences, anything that stands out to us that differentiates the lower level heroic version versus this epic level version. It's my prediction, there's not going to be anything. I'm pretty sure most of these packs that came out with a heroic and epic at the same time, they don't have a whole lot of differences between them. Usually you highlight, I'm supposed to talk to Brill? Usually they highlight which one you're talking to. Alright, which one is this? Night Falls on Stormreach. Okay. We may... We'll see. I don't know if you could hear that, but I definitely could. We have, at the end of the last episode, we got a sentient gem for our weapon. And it is definitely chatty. So we'll see how long I can go before I deactivate that in the settings, because it gets annoying. We'll see. I am a little bit rusty. My computer was down for 2 months this time, because the insurance company insists that they want to fix it instead of just letting me fix it. But it's a whole new computer this time. They actually refunded my computer because they couldn't figure it out. I could have done it for cheaper. I could have fixed the old one, but that's what the insurance's job. So, new computer instead. All right. Okay, so this is the one that we kind of just run through town.
The manager of the night market stands nearby, peering up at the evening sky.
So, we need to hit all of these valves. If we get them all turned on quick enough, we'll be able to move on the second he gets to the other end of this little street. I like the idea of the night market. It's too bad there's not an actual merchant in here. How many more lights? One left? Is it over here somewhere? Nah. Oh, there it is.
We become something different after dark.
Okay. Can I talk to you just immediately? No.
Our petty little worries fade with the light. When the night comes,
I guess he's actually talking, isn't he?
That's what brings people to the night market. That feeling that around the corner or inside some store.
All right, forward we go.
Waits for them in the dark.
Get our VR controls in here. I guess if I lean this it's opposite because I'm looking at it. And bad guys. Turn these thugs into soup. Group of thugs eliminated. Take out 2 more and the door should open. Actually, I think you're the... Nope, you're citizen. The owner lets us in the back door if we kill the thugs. So that's what we're doing. And I don't know if we're going to see any, because I'm not used to looking for them. Ooh, Psionic Thrall. So we have an event going on right now. Okay, we need to talk to the guy. So, this threw me off at the tail end of the last video. There's new champions out. These Psionic Thralls. I don't actually know, like, if they're any stronger or weaker. There you are. But ever since I got the new computer, you know, this event has been live for 2 days now. The only champions I have seen are Psionic Thralls. Not that it's going to be relevant by the time the video hits YouTube, but I guess the intention here is that if you... All of the ones I kill plus all the ones everybody else kills across the entire server, kill enough of them, and a special Mind Flayer shows up in Reaper mode only, but it shows up somewhere in the game, in just some quest, which is an interesting scavenger hunt kind of thing. Because all the players know that it's out there. Like, I'm pretty sure it'll say, whoop, you got enough. There's one out there. We've got a lead or something. But then most of our esteemed endgame community is forever TRing. So somebody's just gonna, like, the second you hit that threshold, somebody TRs and hits everything on Reaper, hitting every corner. A lot like the last Hardcore League, actually. Last Hardcore League, there were special treasure chests with loot. You get them all, you got a bonus. I don't think this is the way I meant to go. Yeah, we want to go up. But yeah. I have mixed feelings on it being Reaper only. On the one hand, it means I am nowhere near going to find one myself. On the other hand, I was never going to be the one to find it anyway. The people who are going to find it are going to be like the hardcore guys, right? They aren't going to be found by some guy just happens to run Kobold's new ringleader on Elite while TRing and just, oh, there's a thing in here also. That's not how that's going to work. They want you to have to look for it. You have to go into Reaper on purpose. So it's kind of the only way to ensure people are going to explore on purpose instead of just having them get ganked by some guy like me who didn't even know the event was going on at first. Just walked in blind and saw some new thing and just happens to be playing the right quest at the right time. Not going to happen. They are going to be big guilds putting on dedicated hunts specifically looking for them, and that is what the devs wanted. The part that I get to participate with is killing these champs. That's how I contribute. I'm only going to contribute, what, maybe 100 by the time the thing's over? But hey, those were mine. I was there. And if I really wanted to, I could go tag along with people doing Reaper. Just for the sake of
something terrible has happened to the rest
being
of
there, helping look for the stuff. Anyway, that was not what I was originally going to talk about. Let's see if we can just get upstairs. So, here's Fred, our disguised Mind Flayer. We did this before. Boop. He goes blob. All of them fall down. Right? And when we did this in Heroic, I couldn't figure out how to pacify the other half. A nice person in the comments, because I do read all the comments even if I don't always respond, said the answer is, you just talk to him again. And then he just moves to the other spot. It's so obvious once you know. It's so obvious once you know. I thought those guys were supposed to be knocked out. Wait for it. So the other thing I wanted to bring up. Ooh, Remnant. Not that I have seen a single one. There's gotta be one somewhere. Somewhere? Wow. collectibles. So, collectibles are those, they're either little purple bags that sometimes drop when you kill something, which I've had my eye out and I haven't... Aha! There's one. Adventurer's Pack. I knew there had to be one somewhere. Coming for you, Adventurer's Pack. It can't... I told myself I was only going to say positive things about collectibles because I say negative things passively without prompting. But you can't tell me that that Adventurer's Pack is worth it. Yeet. Alright, where's Fred? Whack. Fred. There you are. Fred, push the button. Push the button. Push the button, Fred. Fred?
With a single mental pulse, the friendly mind player calms the rioters.
Okay. I'm not convinced it worked on you, but okay, moving on. So, that's a lot of potential fights we just don't have to do. Whack. Anyway, so collectibles. I want to bring this up because I've had a couple different people putting in their 2 cents about how the collectibles are actually quite more worthwhile than I have said so far. Basically, what I said is they're not worth picking up, which I have not been convinced differently, but there is an argument to be made that grabbing them does not slow you down, so you might as well just pick them up.
You ring the bell. The doors fly open.
The main thing they do, from what I'm being told, is that... Oops. Jumped the gun there. You can use them, you can just turn them in and you get augments. Like just random, like low-level ones. So all of the gear that I say is basically garbage, because all it has is augment slots and I don't have the augments. That's how you get the augments. So, the as intended, from what I can tell, sequence of actions is you pick the random stuff up as you play through the dungeons. You turn them into their appropriate person in the city. The only one I really know is there's a kobold in the harbor who takes the prayer beads. But each category of thing has its own person you turn them into. They give you augments of various levels. You put them into the gear you've gotten. And what I'm being told is that they're not intended to be like, oh, I need to save these for just my best gear. It's intended for you to just either... they're supposed to be disposable. Do not worry about keeping them as... Oops. I hoard things, right? They're saying, don't bother hoarding them. Just buy them, throw them in the gear. When you're done with that gear, doesn't matter. Get new ones. Because they're basically free if all you're doing is picking up the stuff as you go through the quest. Same with Mysterious Remnants. Somebody mentioned that you can spend Mysterious Remnants to buy low-level or various level augments. And it doesn't really matter if you out-level them, because you can just jam a new one over the top of it, and it only costs you a tiny amount of remnants that do not matter in the long run, because you get so many of them just playing the game.
The result of House Jorasco's bombardment of the neighborhood.
So,
according to the heroes, rioters
that is the spiel on collectibles. You are free to pick them up and use the augments as you wish. I will attempt
access
to
an alleyway
stop and pick them up as I
You
go.
may now enter the quarantine area.
I tend to get very lazy about my inventory management,
You get
so
the sense that too many people have been
I get
forced
frustrated when my inventory gets full, and they are probably the first thing to get yeeted out of the bag. But we'll pick them up, we'll throw them in the bank, and then maybe someday I will really want one of those easy to get augments, and I will be happy to have them. So back to this pack in particular. That so far everything is feeling copy paste from.
The disciples of Rage urged the crowd
Get back here.
inside the plaza
Copy paste from the original, heroic version, with one exception. I feel like we are kicking way more ass than before.
Watch out! They're sending in more of that mist.
We have our actual level 29 weapon, our plus 15 greatsword. Yeah, get out of there. And it feels like it's like these aren't supposed to be hard enemies, but it feels like we're just plowing through them. Yeah, I know they're just Stormreach citizens, okay? I know that we're basically just putting them out of their misery because it's inconvenient to do otherwise. This isn't Baldur's Gate 3. I don't have a non-lethal toggle. There should be one more group in here somewhere. There's one. I guess that's kind of non-lethal. Did you see that? Yeah, I'll beat up another one. People, hello. I need people to beat up. Bum bum bum. Oh, hello, door. This is just an optional.
This secret door reveals a small
Hello, guy.
lure with Hunt.
Blah blah.
It
Free
seems there may
XP.
be some sort of connection between the scorpion venom and the madness caused by the curse.
Did I miss a DM text saying we? Oh, hey, I see a red dot on the map. That's got to be our person we missed. Yep. See, look at that. Look at that. He kneeled down. We are non-lethal.
Managed to subdue all the rioters in the plaza.
The way is now
The way
open.
is now open.
So hopefully... Ooh, there's a psionic thrall. Here's our contribution to the big event. We took out a psionic thrall. We'd probably be seeing more of them on Elite, but haven't got around to... If we had gotten more useful gear drops at this point, I might try Elite, because I mean this is hard mode, all right. But I'm not doing Elite for two reasons. One, I don't want the loot from this pack. We already know that the loot from this pack is not like it's not worth farming. I did farm something out of this pack at one point for my monk, I think.
A woman issues orders to the nearby cultists.
I did not like that experience because it wasn't this quest. It was the one where we have to run around in the wilderness and find the randomly placed things for brawn pits. That's the one I had to farm for the item. I think I gave up. Bonkus, bonkus. It's gotta suck being one of those eyes, right?
Isn't this the best part of adventuring?
It's creepy, sure. Like from a Halloween point of view, like, yeah. We kill this thing, and then the eyes just launch themselves out of the dead skull and come attack us. That's freaky. Very freaky. It's not the freakiest thing that Thista has ever seen. Plus, they die in like 2 swings. So it's just 2 extra swings to Thista. Oh, more spawn behind us. I'm looking at the map for those red dots now. I guess I should look the wrong way, so it looks like I'm looking at the map. Actually, the map would be there. Alright, let's just go kill the guys. Let's go subdue. We are subduing. Except for that guy. That guy gets to die. That guy was a bad guy disciple. Just stay in your house, people. I know that you don't have a choice because you've like gone mad, but I think we talked about this in the original heroic, not original, the heroic version, but man, Stormreach needs a little more security on the beacon. Supposedly, just taking the beacon was what... Oh, there's the guy over there. Was what caused all this. Like, there's a big curse that makes everybody go crazy. And there was a big shiny rock. Big, obvious, gloriously shiny rock. With otherwise useful magical properties just sitting in plain sight. And that was the only reason the entire city didn't tear itself apart. Maybe a guard? Something? Maybe put it at the top of the Tower of the 12? I mean, it did have the hiding in plain sight thing going for it. Like, maybe people just thought it was literally a light beacon, which in Eberron would be basically worthless. Not useless, but just common, right? Nobody is going to... It would be like stealing a light bulb. Why? Stealing an in-use light bulb. What is this? No. Like a floodlight or something. I could see... If you're really struggling, I could maybe see stealing a regular light bulb if yours burned out. Or I know of people who have taken... or replaced light bulbs at their place of employment with burned out ones and taken the not quite burned out ones home with them. I have known those kind of people. But this beacon thing is like a lighthouse light. This is not you could just like use it in your house kind of light. This is like breaking into a lighthouse to steal the light bulb. Like, you gotta go. That's out of your way for something that's not going to be useful outside of a very few specific ways. And everyone's going to immediately notice.
A handful of nomadic giants have pitched their tents outside the Stormreach city.
Honestly, it's amazing that we're the only person that is working on this. So the whole city suddenly starts going mad, right? And it's not like... It's not... I mean, it kind of is like a scarecrow toxin from Batman. But it's not affecting everybody at the same speed. We are still mostly fine. Give or take. I don't remember who is who. To the internet! So as a quick reminder, if you go to all 4 altars and you pick the correct god, your end boss fight in this quest, way easier. Basically free. Let's see. DDO Madness of Crowds. Now all we gotta do... Let's see. We are next to the fire one, which is Orelon Lawbringer. Orelon Lawbringer. Oh, damn it. I didn't realize there was two next to each other. You know what? If I'm going to go to the trouble, I'm going to go to the trouble of looking them up. I'm going to save scum it. F5. F5. Reset. That's what I get for... I really did honestly think that was the one by the fire. I didn't... There's two right next to each other. Oh well. And now the game's is gonna freeze up. There we go. Alright, let's get back over there and do it right.
Pitched their tents outside the Stormreach city walls, trading their goods.
So Lawbringer is... Really? Did we get this on? That's on. Right when I started recording today, there was an interruption in the internet, so there is a little bit of a windstorm still. It was worse last night. You, Lawbringer.
A spirit appears before you, if only for a moment of peace.
So, hopefully nobody runs into another pole or anything. What is you? Statue of the Storm Reaver, I believe is what that is. That makes this air, so this is Karak, the final guardian. I'd like to say this is your clue, that this is air, little steam vent coming out of it.
A spirit appears before you, if only for a moment of peace.
But I'm pretty sure it's the same on all of them. Well, maybe. That was just a head. Alright, so we need to find at least one of the thingamajigs for Brawn Pits. We need to find Brawn Pits himself. And ideally we find the other two shrines. Hey, look, a fungus. So I will walk over here and attempt to get this fungus. That fungus does not want to be got. Hello, spear. So that's one of the thingies we need. Now a Scarrow is going to attack us.
Your challenge is accepted.
Yeah. So, just hold the button down until he goes out. I should pay more attention to which buttons I push. But that's why I've got them set up this way, is I can just roll my fingers back and forth across 1 through 6. 1 through 5, at least. Pop, 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 pop. I don't know why I picked those up. Didn't need those. I saw a water elemental when I think we were over here. Yeah, here's a water elemental, which I think means that this is the water shrine, which means we probably shouldn't just kill the river spirits that are looking at it. They started the fight, I think. Probably. Is there anything water-like about you, other than there's water elementals nearby? Hey, Brawn Pits. Well, let's see what it says. Over the river with the water elementals is the water one, Banor the Bloody Spear. Boom.
A spirit appears before you.
There's only one left. The last one is going to be Earth, Roa of the Jungle Leaves, on top of the small hill, which I think is on the other side of the map. But more importantly, Brawn Pits! Hello, Brawn Pits, blah, 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 blah. Need your help. Talk, talk, talk. Okay. We need to go to his tent. We don't need the other 2 ingredients. Do we even get anything for doing it? Maybe a chest. But I don't think it affects actual quest completion. Let's find out. I have the thing open. Boop, 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 boop. It does not say anything about actually needing all 3. Nor does it say that there is a bonus or penalty. I would say that it's probably just the XP then. You just get more. You get that the optional XP for having done them all. But we have one. That's all I care about. I do know that if we go up there and talk to Priestess Iona or whatever her name is, and we deal with that jerk who's not letting her into the building that she wants in, that guy, the jerk you end up fighting, would normally be in the end fight. So we could go fight him now, and then we don't have to fight him later. So if you're doing this on Elite or Reaper, it might be worth killing him down here. Sure, you might fight a few extra randos versus just leaving them alone. But you're making your end boss cheaper. This has got to be the leaves. Right? Something, something, bloody leaves. Roa of the Jungle Leaves. This has got to be it.
A spirit appears before you.
There we go.
Only for a moment of
5k XP, and we basically got the end boss free. So apparently Brawn Pits does not like these guys. Are you okay there, Brawn Pits? I was not expecting to have to come and kill all of these guys after I just walked by them. Apparently Brawn Pits is having some disputes with his neighbors. We good, Brawn Pits? We good? Tell me you're not going to charge across the entire map, aggroing everything. These guys were friendly, and aren't you a nature-y guy? You specifically told me not to cut down trees and shit in your first quest. And now you are going out of your way to kill all these guys. These guys are not... I'm pretty sure these guys are not aggressive, by the way, if you help the priestess by the door. No, she's a Volkur. So I think these are... Yeah, these are Sulatar. These are the Fire Drow. The Volkurin, the Scorpion Drow, will not be aggressive. Are you kidding me? Are you done? What's the plan? Let's hear it. Okay, great. Of course I have to throw it in the butt. Go to your camp. Go. I'm leaving the hireling there as a marker in case he doesn't go back to his camp and I have to walk all the way back to him, just so I don't have to look for him. Throw it in the pot. No Brawn Pits. Run back towards... Oh, now you're walking. And then you stopped. I think that's everything. If it's not one thing, it's 5. Now.
Lay down on the bed
Alright.
first.
That's basically the
Perhaps
quest over.
oblivion will take you for a
So,
spell.
that's something.
If you can just get past the
Making...
anger that boils within.
Making actually really good time through these. Hi. What's up? I do like that. I gave the drow the stew. They died.
Rampant repeats as he leaves.
Don't touch anything.
rest.
Yeah, sure, okay. I will treat your sanctum with respect. All the respect it deserves.
By the forge! The fire stammers as he stares at you
Oh,
in disbelief.
I'm sorry.
What are you doing here?
Is this more your speed? Blah blah blah. Where a paladin will attempt and fail. How about a wrestle? So if he calls the guardians of the sanctum, right? Except they're friendly because we prayed at all of the shrines. So they are actually aggroed on him instead of us. And here's Bel Air, whatever, this guy. This is the guy that would not have been here if we had bothered to go help the priestess. So you'd skip this piece of the fight too. Bonk, 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 smite, bonk, bonk, bonk. Keeper of chains. What is the keeper of the chains? Does that mean you're a slaver? Because I am super effective against slavers. Hey, Brawn Pits. I took out the trash. Ha ha ha. What'd we get? Ruby of Impulse. Blah, 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 blah. Force spell power. It's a reasonably large number of force spell power. I don't think you'd ever use one of those on your actual main stat, but if we were using more of the Feywild, the Fey Dark Illusionist stuff, if we were actually taking some of the offensive spell type things, we could slot that in something just to give them a boost without actively using one of our actual slots. Take some heart seeds, because we always take heart seeds. And in we go. This one's not that long if it doesn't bug out on me. The last time I did this quest, I don't remember if it was when we were recording, but I did this quest and it bugged out. So here's hoping that it does not do that. Still not seeing anything different between heroic and epic, but we're gonna kind of be in a little bit of a drought, new stuff-wise.
Perhaps there is a key somewhere nearby.
Key, there you are. Take their hide key, open the door.
You found a way inside the building.
I don't
that
want to
said
leave.
house the headquarters
I want to
of the
aggro all
Disciples
of you, but
Rage.
you're being way too nice. Hey, can I take your clue? Thank you. I would like to break all your stuff and pull this lever.
That meets the eye.
Now will you aggro?
Perhaps you can
Thank
find
you.
other
Goodbye.
levers that will tell you more about the Disciples of Rage. The lever is pulled,
More levers.
and the nearby workers immediately pull weapons from their arms.
How did the bears know that it's time They're like, oh, someone who's not that one person there. It's like, are you sure, bears? Are you sure that this isn't actually your time to revolt? We're gonna step around those bear traps. I can hear the traps behind us going off. I don't think the hirelings understood my serpentine pattern. Let's see. I think I do have to go down every hallway. Find a way deeper in the base.
Angry growls emanate from the high
Alright.
gateway.
The bears are
These
optional,
bears,
supposedly.
goaded into rage by the cultists, would cause havoc if they were released into the city. Pain courses through your head. Your vision tumbles red. A burning
Okay,
rage
so this is where it bugged out on me before. We do need to kill all the people. We also have to smash all the furniture. And I want to say what happened was, like, a piece of furniture got destroyed and didn't count. Like I think maybe a hireling got to it. Well, we should just pacify the hireling just in case. Because that number is going to tick down. 62 remaining, right? So we're just going to literally smash all the boxes. Problem is, I got down to only having... Like, I needed to smash, like, 2 or something. But there weren't 2 left. Because something broke boxes and they didn't count. So whether it was an enemy casting a fireball or one of the hirelings or something, just somebody stole credit for those boxes and it wasn't, and I didn't get it.
The pain subsides,
Okay,
and your
see,
anger
we're good.
gradually fades.
But there,
You need
like,
to
I
finish
smashed
the
one
ritual
extra stool
spree
there,
quickly before the madness can take hold again.
and then there's like 3 extra things over here. There's not. Oh, there's what? Less than 10 spare. So if something like a fireball from an enemy doesn't count towards your total, they may have just straight up fixed that for all I know. Right, because you only do it how often? In the time it has taken me to get back to this quest, it very well could have just been fixed. I don't care about that treasure chest.
The cultists'
You are
strange
free
experiments
to get the treasure
rousing
chest.
us.
I don't need money, for one thing. I don't engage with the economy on that level. But it is worth pointing out that higher level items sell for more. So if you've been putting points into haggle and
More eye
you have been stockpiling all that platinum, you've been taking the good items and putting them on the auction house so people will buy them for even more. You can buy potions and stuff. You can buy... There's things you can spend platinum on. It's just... most people don't bother. Okay. Is it I want the red ones or I don't want the red ones? I feel like this is a don't want the red ones scenario. So we can't go that way without turning a red one on. We can go this way. We can turn those so that they will... let's just turn it back. So the only possible way the power can go is straight. Zoop. There you go.
A strange volume
The Book of Rage. Hit the book.
This must be the book the cultist mentioned. The
Buff.
book is instantly
Buff.
engulfed in flame.
Buff.
Yet before you can
Buff.
congratulate yourself on a job well done, the burning
Here,
coal
Mr. Boss.
emits an intense
Oh, I
pulse
guess
of
I can
arcane energy.
bring the higher lane.
Destruction of the book.
Now you've done it. These cultists are quite useful. Your village here.
That was the wrong button. Oh well. We are doing damage. Boss is going down.
Headquarters of the disciples of Faith.
Disciple Exploder. Watch out. It explode. Into eyes.
Ancient curse that destroyed the giants. The cult is gone.
And then he actually did explode. Alright. You have called my bluff.
Ooh, open it quick.
One left. We are making very quick progress. 6 minutes, man. I got an early start on recording today, so I'm not as tired as usual. Baby went down, actually went to bed instead of fighting me. So we are making some good progress. Although obviously the last one is
That sounds amazing.
by far the longest. And this is the one I'm most likely to get turned around in. Can we get the whole pack under an hour? Can we get the whole pack under an hour? Somebody way more experienced than me who actually goes through here and farms them on their lives every time they come through. They probably have the path optimized and they can definitely do it in less than an hour. But I'd like to also do it in less than an hour. We have about 12 minutes, almost 12 minutes exactly.
The Drow guard looks you up and down, then motions you over.
Okay, it was this way.
Tells you that the Drow
I thought that because he had the wall up, my first thought was, we have to come back here later after we go the other way to the village. I just had to talk to the guy.
The cavern opens out, revealing a clearing that contains a small...
Okay, we have to talk to the elders. The elders are inconveniently located. There's one. Alright, which one do you want me to do? Mushrooms.
The Scarrow Elder asks you to find 5
The
luminous
middle
mushrooms in the jungle to the southeast.
Okay, here we go. Oh, this is that's the last place we go.
The Scarrow Elder refuses to help unless you first complete the warrior's trial.
Alright, we've talked to 2 of them. I thought that was the forest. Apparently I went the wrong direction to get to the forest. Okay, this is the forest. We need 5 mushrooms. Not fungus, but I will pick you up.
A deep rumbling growl can be heard drifting.
Just hitting Q a whole bunch to try to... I do not remember there being harpies. I remember the woods being... There's like the one named cat thing, right? Like the lion. I don't remember there being harpies on Heroic. That would be cool if they turned it from just a maze to a maze full of things trying to kill you. That would be a worthy change from Heroic to Epic. It could also be a normal mode to hard mode thing, unfortunately, since we are on hard. And since this is a free account, other than having the content, like, what am I trying to say? This is a premium account, not VIP. This is not a subscriber account that we're playing on right now. We were unable to play directly on hard mode earlier. We've got 3 pretty quick. I had to say something. Had to say something. This is only the second most annoying part of this quest, though. Because you basically, if you haven't done the quest recently, you just keep pushing into pieces of the map that you haven't been in yet. There we go, and there's the cat. Murdered. The Drow Slayer. So, the Black Panther, yeah. So, I have, on my account, the Gold Steel Hireling from back when Menace in the Underdark was first,
Final defiant roar.
you know, new, when it was put out. Bloop. This would be a
Collected all the
wonderful
luminous
time for
mushrooms
Dimension
from the
Door.
village. Time to deliver them to the Elder.
I don't care about the XP. So, another potential answer would be I could just recall. I could just recall and walk back in the quest. Would probably be faster than me trying to wiggle my way out of the forest maze. Generally, we're trying to move back the way we came, though. So it's not like it's crazy. Damn it. I don't think we actually stepped on that. I think their radius is wider than they look. Strength failure. I ran right over that one, didn't even stop, and it didn't click. Okay, we should be... Oh, damn it. Now, there we go. We're out. We're out. So, I say that's the second most annoying part because for some reason... I think it might be this one.
The skeptical Scarrow Elder says you must pass the Hunter's Trial, which starts in the cave.
This one I keep getting stuck in for some reason. Just turned around. Oh no, this is the puzzle one. Puzzle one's easy. So the one we haven't found yet. All right. Here's some Simon Says. Boop, boop, boop. All right. Starts there. Go down, down, over. Done. Okay. Last one. This corner. Over, corner. Other corner, back. Do I pull you to... No, okay. Sometimes there's like a second lever you pull to say... Yeah. Like there... It was to initiate the thing. Sometimes there's a similar lever that is locked until you finish the puzzle. Not in this case. Alright, middle, corner, corner. Corner. Boop, 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 boop. Zoom. Now this puzzle I am not nearly as good at doing. Let's go there. That was a terrible one. How about that? And then we'll light that up, and honestly, we got a lot closer than I was expecting for just hitting buttons. But I don't know the patterns. So most things like this they're not actually a matter of solving it. Stop that. So, the Simon Says puzzle, yeah, that's me actually doing it. That's just Simon Says. The Lights Out puzzle, which is what this is what this is called, is Lights Out. It's a real puzzle. I should say it's a real little, Does the cat trigger them? Because that was behaving a little weirdly. Oh, I see. The internet connection was going weird. Just kind of watching the cat. Then the internet does it again. Okay, so we're going to pull the help lever, especially if I'm going to be lagging. We kill some elementals, and in exchange, it burns one of these things. So I no longer have to worry about that one spot. And then if I was smarter... I'm very bad at these, apparently. It still feels like it's acting odd. Turn that on, turn that on. I'm just working backwards. Turning on one row at a time. Yeah, this guy's not gonna... Especially because now I can't activate this one. It's kind of a mixed blessing. Just... tiny little air elemental. Just a little fart elemental. Give me another one. Just keep shutting them off until they're in a close enough proximity to each other that I can solve the puzzle. Okay, two next to each other. That might be doable. Give me another one. You know what I should do? I should turn on as many as I can. Something more like that. Let me see. Can I get it down to only one left on? Or off? Oops. Actually, yeah. On the off chance that's the one it picks. Dang it. So close. So there's a chance I will solve the puzzle by pulling the lever. Still not seeing... Actually... I mean, this one's neat. This one only toggles these now. That's not actually helping us. Nope. Do it again. Oh, god damn it. That's the one. I'm pretty sure that's the one that we left before. If I wouldn't have been playing with it, we'd be done. Well, there's my 12 minutes to try to get all these done under an hour.
Down they go!
Sigh. Oh well. We tried. Just looking at it to see if... Are we anywhere to the point of being able to just solve... Ooh, yes, yes. Right there.
As the last piece
There we go.
clicks into place,
See, eventually...
barrier blocking the tunnel.
Eventually, if you turn enough of them off, I can do it. But what it really reminds me of, right? What it reminds me of is the people who can do a Rubik's Cube really fast. They're not solving a Rubik's Cube really fast. They're going through a set of practiced motions based on the colors they see that is guaranteed to solve it. So it's not like they're memorizing the full combination. Not like a computer. Like, you can plug a Rubik's Cube into a computer, and it'll tell you exactly how to turn it,
Nice one.
the minimum number of ways to just solve it.
The jungle floor rumbles to life.
This was
as
not
a
what
massive,
I...
shambling mound rises from the bottom.
So, to me, solving a Rubik's Cube is you don't already know how to do any of that. And most people can solve one face, and eventually may be able to struggle their way to two faces, but I don't see how anybody truly figured out.
You can return to the village elder and
Like,
close the
because I can do a Rubik's Cube,
trial.
but I can do a Rubik's Cube because I memorized the steps. Right? I practiced the steps, not I solved the three-dimensional mathematical puzzle. I didn't do it the hard way. I did it I went and I looked it up to understand how other people already knew how to do it. There is a difference. So I am not good at the lights out puzzle. The only ones that I can do are like the little 3x3 ones. Like the ones in the Demon Web quest.
You found favor with the second elder.
But that's because I've done those specific ones enough times that I have noticed the patterns. I'm not
You have earned the
solving
favor of the
it.
first
I'm seeing the pattern and going, oh, if see this, answer is this. It's actually a lot like if I say 2 plus 2, you're just going to go 4, right? You know the answer is 4, but that's the point. You know the answer is 4. There's another trial, and I'm not finding the door to it. There it is. No, this is where we came in. No, this is the one we literally just did. Gain favor of the 3 elders. 1 left. We did the jungle. We did the puzzle. There should be one where we run around in some caves and have to pull a lever. I noticed the rock up above. Hi, bye. They want us to clear out the Umber Hulks, if I remember right.
How did that even happen?
Stop hitting me. Alright, now we're in the right spot finally. Oh no! Pudding! And for those of you just joining us, we have Fadark Illusionist, so we are immune to weapon damage. So I do not ever have to worry about smashing oozes. So we want to go down these dead ends. 4 more of these dead ends are going to have Umber Hulks in them. And then we can turn around. Although, by turn around, I mean we also have to flip the lever. Because it's kind of a subsection of this spot is you also have to flip the lever to actually open the gate. There's a large black... Ooh, here's a dead end. Is there an Umber Hulk? There is. 2 down. Let's go handle this ooze. So we need to look for 3 more little dead ends, and we also need to keep an eye out for...
How did that even happen?
It's been so long, I'm not even sure what the room looks like. This might count as a dead end, though. Nobody home. That looks suspicious. It's apparently nothing. So yeah, it was a dead end, but not one with an Umber Hulk in it. I don't remember what the room with the lever looks like. I vaguely remember something about a waterfall and having to swim like underwater for a minute to get there. Not an actual minute, just like a bit. Guess we'll find out. Hello, fungus. We got a crypt moth. Alright, that was another dud of a dead end. Apparently I was not paying enough attention to the map. I'm not going to kill this one, like it's not attacking me, so let's go this way.
A scratching, scrabbling sound echoes
Oh.
around.
Ah, I found you. Oh, well now we have apparently accidentally aggroed it. It started it. I walked past that one, what, twice? You guys really need to pick something other than fire to hurt me with. Did you not see the whole made of fire? Or I'm red. I'm literally red. You don't throw fireballs at red things. This universe is very color-coded for your convenience. Wow, we are striking out with these dead ends, looking for the Umber Hulks. I want to say that's probably the lever.
Heat and humidity radiate from this passage, making the air thick and stiff. An Umber Hulk erupts from the wall and attacks.
Really? The Umber Hulk was over here. Okay. Did you guys not notice the Umber Hulk that you guys specifically sent me to kill? Like, well, these are Sulatar. And I'm pretty sure it was not Sulatar that sent me in here. So apparently we're also just doing a territorial dispute. So this is what I was thinking of. There was a little waterfall. You jump in. Boop.
The lever is pulled. The flame barrier blocking the magma chamber flickers out.
Hello? I would like out of the water. Something looks wrong here. That's weird. Am I the only one seeing that? Like, this is a little too white. It's like we stuck our head into the rock. But it... Yeah, so like from here, I think this is intended to just be an air hole. But we're tall enough that we're looking through the rock into the rest of the skybox or whatever it was. That's probably what that is. Alright. Back out the way we came. We did the swim. So we should be able to just go flip the lever now. But we do need one more Umber Hulk, which I'm going to say is up here. up here in this section that I thought was the lever. Hello, big crystal. Hello, mother thingy. Small button. Small button is locked. That wall probably just slides away. Wonder if that's what we wanted and maybe it doesn't work until the Umber Hulks are dead? Of course, how would the button know? Hey, Pudding, have you seen any Umber Hulks?
You're really good at this.
You get an uneasy feeling
There we go.
as you pass this area.
There you are. He's down. Now all we need is the lever, which should be... Well, I will pick up the
That
fungus.
was remarkable.
I'm hoping that's not the lever, since we're in the wrong side. Here we go. Big old lever. Look at that. The leveriest lever.
The lever is pulled.
Done.
And the gate
Okay.
blocking the temple
We
entrance
are now... We have to go actually talk to the Elder. But other than that, we are allowed into the final part of this quest. And... Ooh, remnant. We can actually finish this one off. I may even be able to get 2 done tonight. All right, which elder did I not talk to? Well, obviously this one. But physically, which one is it? Of course, he's right outside.
The third elder grants you his favor. You've earned the favor of the village elders, and
We're on our
convince
way.
the guard to open the way to Volkur's temple.
No more
It lies
backtracking.
to the southwest of
No more making wrong turns.
the smell
just
of smoke fills the air.
Clobbering time.
You're really
Again,
good at
why
this.
are you coming after me? It's very rude that the spiders come after me. It is unfortunate, but if they would have just let me in,
Down they go!
they would have just let me in instead of making me do all their favors. I might have got in here and stopped the rest of their guys from getting killed. I can't really blame them for not letting some random paladin of a race that, you know, of one of the civilized Stormreach races that usually
A guttural
attacks
chant echoes down the hall.
the barbarians on site. Like, I can kind of get why they didn't just let me into their inner sanctum uncontested.
You spot disciples of ranged cultists.
Okay. We're not going to screw up the boss this time. We have to keep an eye out for spawns. Because these guys turn into the eyeballs, right? But he also just spawns those eyeballs at various health thresholds. And if a bunch of eyeballs all decide to arcane zap me at the same time, even we might die.
Dangerous pulses of Xoriat energy rifle through the temple.
See you.
The multi-eyed monstrosity roars. A barrier of solid light helps shield from the attacks.
Take out all of these. The hireling is actually holding his own against one over here. Are we allowed to hurt you yet? No? No. What are we missing?
It seems that chaos magic is fickle. The beholder
Apparently what we were missing was waiting a moment. Beat him up, beat him up, beat him up. I'm not actually looking at the boss. I'm looking past the boss, watching for additional spawns. Which his shield is up, which means there's gotta be some. Gonna prioritize these eyeballs over the melee guys. Especially because if they pick off the higher lane, we could be in trouble. Any more? Doop, doop, doop. This is a very scary fight on hardcore. I think I just skipped this fight or this quest because I didn't want to have to do this fight.
Rage gurgles one last time and crashes
All right.
to the floor. You are now free to claim your prize.
One scorpion stinger for me,
Sounds amazing!
and that is
You have retrieved the vial of the Vulkur's gift venom.
what's
for House
favorable
Jarasco.
again? No. That is the end of this pack. Still a little... Like, it has a big fancy boss fight, right? But story-wise, it's a little anticlimactic that we get the thing, and then they say, and then in the background, the Jarasco halflings just do their job and help everybody. And you don't need to help with that, because they're actually going to do their job. And it's like, oh. Huh. Okay. And I don't want any of this stuff. Well. I saw some harpies in the little forest maze that I was not expecting. But other than that, everything's exactly the same as the heroic version. Not to say that that's bad. It definitely lets them put them out. We basically get to double the content for probably very similar amount of work to just putting it out at one. They have to rescale the enemies, but I don't think they have to do anything else. More options is better. Right? Maybe you don't like where this is in the heroic leveling up. Do it at epic. Maybe there's too much stuff at epic. You never get around to this. Do it at heroic. You got options. So, where are we going next? This was a quick one. Where are we going next? To me, my list. Next, we are going to the mines of Teth Yamar, which I am not super familiar with those quests. Then again, I'm not that familiar with these ones either. I am pretty sure I think I did say I haven't done these quests on Epic before, but in hindsight, I'm pretty sure I have, because I'm pretty sure I farmed out an item for my monk on one of these quests, so I had to have done them on Epic. I am positive that I've never done the Mines of Teth Yamar on Epic. I have had no reason to do that. So that'll be new to me. We'll see if there's anything new in there. But that'll be next time. As always, thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time. Just as a little bit of a spoiler, we have 17 left. We're getting pretty close to the end. Give or take them putting new ones out. Getting pretty close to the end. Scanning down the list. Most of these are things that we've already done. I mean, you know how this game works at this point. It's mostly heroic stuff. Or the heroic and epic both get released at the same time, like every time now. I don't, at a glance, see anything that we have not already done. But maybe there'll be some surprises for us. There are some quests that I don't run very often. Mostly all this new epic Vecna stuff. The Vecna stuff I've only ever run like once, maybe. So I throw that out there because most of what this playlist has been is quest walkthroughs up until, up until level 20 at least. Maybe 22. The rest of this ride, we're just hanging out and doing the rest of the quests for the sake of saying we did all the quests. There's not going to be much I haven't already said on these. But if you need some background noise, I'm here for you. We will see you next time. You take care.